crime. Equally, you should have rebuked the woman and rebuked the serpent. Let us read chapter 3 to make this abundantly clear. Verse 4. The serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die if you take off the fruit of the tree of good and evil. Okay. Verse 5. For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Note the words. Ye shall be as gods. It's not the singular. Plural. Ye shall be as gods. Two persons here. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and the tree to be desired to make one wise, she took off the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her. He's been standing there. And he did eat. The first woman in the pulpit brought down creation. Brought down creation by the hand of man. Know how the devil leaps up and down today. I've got this woman bishop, I've got this woman priest, I've got this woman. A new heaven and a new earth. If this fella knew the real interpretation, he'd know the real interpretation by being born again into a new world. We Christians are born into a new world. Christianity, revealed religion as it used to be called, is a new world. And I'll finish with this. Let me try and rid some of the lethargy that is present within Christendom. Okay, because of the doctrine of the devil. In that God loves everybody, says the devil through his Arminian preachers. God loves everybody. Stalin, Pol Pot, Myra Hindley, Lord Lucan, Dr. Death there, Shipman, Harold Shipman, loves him. What's the best for him? What kind of God do these people worship? Eh? Adolf Hitler, Pol Pot, Stalin, Mussolini, Marx, George Bush, Maggie Thatcher, Tony Blair, Jeffrey Epstein, And we can go on and on and on and on and on. You see, at the end of the day, there is a world of the damned, and there's the world of the just. And we are, if we are true children of God, in the world of the just. There's a great gulf fixed between us and the damned. They're in their world, we're in ours. There are many worlds, within this physical world and spiritual world. Now, of course, in the spiritual is the world of the damned and there's the world of the just. Which are you in? When we come to the physical world, it also reflects the spiritual world. We have the world of engineering, we have the world of modern sciences, the world of poetry, the world of music, world of medicine, world of politics, and so on and so on and so on and so on and so forth. And every individual in this world is a part of a secondary world. This spiritual secondary world, because we are dualistic beings, soul and body. The body exists out here, walking the pavement, going to the shops. The inner person belongs to another world. Man as a whole, before redemption, came into the world, was in the world of the damned. But since the surety came, Adam and Eve, of course, were the first damned souls. They were in that world, as well as being in the physical world. The surety came for them, and he paid the full price at Calvary for what they had done and what we'd all done through them. And so, this is our world, our new world. We see a new heaven in which dwelleth righteousness, and a new world which we tread, are planted in like trees, and again we plough the fields and scatter the good seed on the ground. We tend to this paradise, this garden of God, whilst the wicked nourish and work and labour in the fields of wickedness, in their world, of which there is a great city, the city of the damned, which they remain in. And make up. We, again, for our part, the better part, remain in the city of the just, and we make up the city of the just, because we have been justified by an act of God. Now, I hope that answers fully this false prophet. This false prophet. And may I just say here in closing, be careful. Be very, very careful with these people. One thing we need to bear in mind, and if we can't bear it in mind, write it on a card and slap it before us when we go into these places that say that they are with God and blessed of God and prospered by God, so on and so on and so forth. 99.9% of the time, do you know what they start off with? A question. Here's the question for this one. Since heaven is perfect, why do we need the new heavens and a new earth? Okay, that's the question. Why do we need them? He doesn't answer that. They play mind games with us. You see, it's attention grabbing. Have you ever been into a meeting, sat down in a pew, or on some plastic chairs, whatever, sat there and the minister said, right, I'm going to answer this question. Gives out the question and you're sitting there, attentive. You're just waiting. And he's rabbiting on. He comes to the end of his sermon. Come to the altar, walk the aisle, receive Jesus. You're going, hang on a minute, he's not answered the question. He's given out a question, but he's not given an answer to it. Have you ever been in that position? It's because, you see, they want attention grabbing. They want your attention. It's like the sing-along, isn't it? Have you ever been into one of those? The sing-along. Go into a meeting house and there's this important minister. Oh, yes. Oh, lovely, 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 lovely. Oh, we've got this minister. He's going to give us some meat. Oh, he's going to feed us. Oh, he comes in and it's dishwater. But before he comes in, there must be an atmosphere created, so everybody's got to sing. Come on now! There's a fellow at the front, and he's getting everybody singing with gusto. Come on, you can do better than that. You come on, give a bit of gusto. Get the atmosphere warmed up, and then on stage comes this high-powered, blessed of God minister. Woo! Hey? What's the difference between that and a theatre? When we say a theatre, I mean a pantomime, a comedy theatre. That's where they're basically doing these things. Before a comedian comes on, there is a fellow appointed to warm up the audience. Comes on, tells them jokes, get them going. And it's the same in these neo-evangelical meetings. You get a warm-up artist. Come on, get going, sing. Hey? And as we say, this fella comes on and he's puts a Bible down there. Let us pray. And it's nothing theological that they're praying. It should be theological. We've gotten away from that, haven't we? Ministers, preachers, when they pray, they should be praying theologically. And it's a praying that should come from the heart, not from the lips as such. Comes from the heart through the lips. It's not like the pigging old Anglicans there and the Romanists and the rest of them. They stand there and go blah, 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 blah. That's not praying, that's mouthing words. Prayer is an inward thing, expressed outwardly by the words. Unless you're Hannah, which is fine. She was praying, but there was no words coming out because she was praying in the real sense of the word. And prayerfully we think over the scriptures, and prayerfully we think over the things of everyday life and contemplate them in a prayerful spirit, a lowly spirit, a careful spirit. We should grow to this. Okay, just encouraging people to be more than they are, to grow, mature. Consideration. Watch should be your word. Watchword. Okay. A new heaven and a new earth. This fella, unless he is convicted of sin, he'll go to hell. He's on his way there now. He's on his broad road, a broad profession of faith. He'll end up in hell. Unless God halts him. Like he did each and every one of us. He did it. He overcame for us. He wrought the victory for us. Don't let the Arminian get to you. Don't let them get to you and say God is not your personal God. He's everybody's God. He's not. He's our personal God. Arminianism tries to break the relationship and the confidence that God is our God. And I'll tell you something, God is my God. You lot from hell can continue down into hell. God is my God, and I know my God to be my God. And you're not going to rob that from me, because I am rooted and grounded that God is my God, and he has manifested himself as my God, and you're not going to take that away. Not 1 ounce. I am not going to budge. God is my God. And they that know God shall do exploits. Have we got to that yet? Have we got to that solid, firm, bold confidence? Have we? Right? And we say to the wicked, depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Get. Can we say to people in this life, well, if you don't do right, God will have you? Have we got to that confidence? Can we say that to people? As part of our normal language? Do we speak differently because we're in a different world? We should, because we're in a different world. We should not have the world's mindset, the world's speech. If you're going round saying, oh, I've got a moral compass, where the heck are you? Examine yourselves to see if you're in the faith. You've not got a moral compass. You're supposed to have the moral law of God. And government says, and you follow, you need to know which world you are in, my buddy. Eh? Which world are you in? Because when the government says they've got a moral compass, it's only pointing 2 ways. And that's going south and west. It's not going straight up. We should be the upright ones. We should be always going north, expecting something from the east. When government says learning curve, do you go, oh, I'm on a learning curve? Oh yeah, you're bent as a 9-bob note, are you? You're supposed to be in a different world. Profess in a different world. Show yourself to be in a different world. Show me thy faith by thy works. You're bent as a 9-bob note if you're on a learning curve, because a curve is a bend. You're going up and back down to straight where you started from. Are you arguing the toss with government? Following this party, following that party, getting embroiled in the politics of the day. What world are you in? You should be standing back and saying this debauched lot from the pit of hell, I'm not having anything to do with that. I'm certainly not going to vote for wicked people. To vote is to have saying to them you have confidence in them. You've got no should never have any confidence in Parliament. Hey? We're not brethren, we're not separated from the entire pigging world, but we're stating that we should never give credence to wickedness. We're giving them Godspeed. We're saying to them Godspeed when we're voting for these vile, child-buggering, stealing, thieving, lying, deceptive children and brats of hell. Okay? What world are we in if we're not separated from this world? Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Be not conformed to this world, says Paul. Romans 12:2. Be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye renewed. Eh? But be, transformed by the renewing of your mind. because you've been corrupted by this world in the first place. You're now in a different world, and you need to what? Re-educate yourself in the school of God. Don't go the way of this world that you've been going. Get the mind of Christ by re-educating yourself. Be discerning. Train yourself to be discerning. Ask questions to enable it. Keep asking questions until God takes the very breath out of your lungs. Always be inquiring. Always be inquisitive. Always. Always. After all, we are the children of God. What world are you in? This man knows nothing of our world. And it is our world. And I don't give a paxo for this fella. He's a neo-evangelical. He upholds the Zionism of man, not of God. He's denying the very faith that he's claiming to have. And I don't care if people are bowing down and worshipping this person in their hearts are bowed to him. Don't care. He's a teacher of errors. He's the opposite side. We'll leave it at that.